3, 2, 1. Cool.
Pretty good.
That looked good on my end.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, hey, welcome, gamer hole guys.
Welcome to the gamer hole.
No, that stays in.
That stays.
Jesus
It
Christ.
was really good though. At the start, like as soon as it went record, ZChum was like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
Welcome to another episode of Gamer Hole with the Gamer Hole members. Yes.
With the
you.
original gamer hole members.
Yep.
We're all here.
The old,
Yes.
Yeah.
We thanks Devin last time, but we had to re-record, and we actually re-recorded on a day that Dekie could have been there, and
No, I was fucking around with that. I was actually off doing something when you guys re-recorded.
okay.
oh, so
I
you're
don't
just
remember what it
making
was,
us.
but I remember like I saw the like you guys talking about it, and I was like, glad I'm not involved in this.
Yeah.
And then you guilted us.
I actually
over it?
felt super
I
bad
was
too.
pissed about Saturday. I was pissed. I was like, these little bitches. Who gives a fuck about goddamn wipe? Fucking just record this shit on Monday. Give me a goddamn break. But no, the Wednesday thing was fine.
Okay.
I fucking hate the people below you, Dekie.
Yeah,
Like, it's starting to...
We're going to talk
can't
about it now.
imagine.
We can't talk about anything else. Dekie, please explain what's happening below you.
Dekie, I fucking hate them.
Yeah.
I can feel the
I agree.
vibrations, though. It's worse. It's... there's a business in the building that is being fully remodeled, and they've been doing it for like a month. And, I mean, I'm somebody that makes a lot of noise. I try and be pretty, open-minded to that, and I live in a very large city. There's always going to be a lot of construction background noise. It's just, it's personal this time. No, but yeah, it's been going a long time. They've been like tearing down all this tile, then they've been putting up tile, which I didn't know needed hammering to put up tile. It doesn't, but they're still hammering something. I don't know what's going on, and it's just...
maybe it's a sound effects studio that they need to record like just fucking noises and loud shit. It's actually
the sound bits for,
they're
like, shows and
redubbing
movies.
the sound of like a construction scene in a movie. That could be it.
A really big construction movie coming out soon, and they're making sure they get it all recorded.
Yep.
That's
but
the
yeah,
business.
there might be some background noise. I have I've adjusted like the gate on my mic and stuff to try and at least help out my viewers on Twitch and then in situations like this. But the hammer has a specific tone and like
Frequency. Yeah.
that doesn't give a fuck, and it's gonna go through no matter what.
Yeah.
And then there's like RTS voice and all this other shit, which I've used RTS voice back in the day a little bit. I tried to set it up briefly one day, and considering like with the GoXLR and all this other shit,
Yeah,
my
it
brain-
makes,
my
like, this
brain melted
weird-
real fast. Yeah. And I was like, I'm confused as fuck. And then at the other hand, at least as far as my stream, I feel bad on the gamer hole. As far as my stream goes, I was like, if I'm fucking miserable, you fucks are gonna be miserable too. So you're gonna listen to it with me.
Maybe you should turn the gain down. you
Yeah,
know?
for your stream,
Make it
just
even
like-
louder for them than it is for you in real life.
But it like you can feel it. You can feel it vibrate through the fucking building. I mean, they do stop about the time I end my stream, which was very convenient of them to.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
nice of them.
So I can sleep, and they do it when I'm not live. I mean, they stop when I'm not live, but pretty much my scheduled times is when they do it. And
Send them a
it's-
bill. Like, you
it's-
cost me this much money.
Yeah, it's
Write
it's
it off on your
deteriorating
taxes.
my mental health a little
Time to
bit.
get litigious.
It's time for a little...
Look at
Wow.
this. But yes,
Time for
I
a little
apologize for
chaos.
background noise.
I'm just kidding.
And on the members only episode, I was talking about some evil and illegal ways that I could
yeah. Dekie
have
got a little
payback.
Actually, I'm glad we didn't have that conversation before all sleeping in the same house and stuff during the subathon. I'm glad I saw that side of you after the fact. Next year's canceled, by the way. But yeah, He had some interesting ideas that he shared with us earlier regarding this poor business downstairs. Dekie,
I'm not going to get
don't-
back at the workers. I'm going to get back at the business owner.
How dare they try and succeed?
Yeah. They think their business is going to succeed. Just wait.
How dare they try and make
They're,
a
like,
nice
down there right
environment for
now.
their customers?
They're down there right now listening to you say these things, and they're like, and they just like start hitting harder and harder and louder. This
Speaking
fucking
of,
loser. Bang, bang, bang.
of pranks and ways to sabotage buildings, there's something I wanted to talk about. Home Alone. I went back and I saw on like Disney Plus or whatever, like, hey, we got a new Home Alone movie, and I was like, oh god, that's got to be terrible. But I was like, do you know what, dude? Speaking of Christmas movies, because I've been trying to get into the Christmas spirit this year. I try every year, and every year I kind of fail. Because I remember as a kid, you felt it. Things seemed, I didn't believe in Santa Claus, but things still seemed a little bit magical. It was like you could feel the spirits lifting at people, the music and everything else. And now I'm, old and jaded and a Grinch, but I still attempt. And I've attempted for a few years now. And last year I watched a ton of Christmas movies. I even listened to like Mariah Carey one time. And I tried. And I'd say I got about a 4 out of 10. 10 being when I was a kid. But I did feel something. I was like, but not enough to give a fuck. So this year I've been trying to get in, and I wanted to go back and watch Home Alone, and I did. And Home Alone wasn't like my favorite movie as a kid, but I really enjoyed it. And I swear to God, I haven't thought about the movie in ages, but rewatching it, every scene I remembered perfectly. I have a terrible memory. I don't remember anything from when I was a kid.
Did you watch the first one or Alone in New York or whatever it's called? Both. Okay.
See, I watched the first one, and it was amazing. It was amazing. It holds up so good. If you guys haven't watched Home Alone in the past 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, you should.
I'm gonna watch it after this.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Like, the nostalgia it brought, far more. I've gone back and watched like The Goonies and watched, other stuff from my childhood, and I'm like, oh, yeah, okay. Home Alone hit it off to another goddamn level of being all like, it just sparks so much my this is a nostalgia fucking podcast, it really is, but like, it sparks so much shit in my goddamn brain. I haven't had that kind of throwback ever. It really did. I'm the biggest Home Alone fan now. Kevin McAllister's my boy, dude.
Except for the
So
new
good.
one, right? Except for
Yeah, well, so I watched the first one. I remember every goddamn scene. I watched the second one. I never watched the second one as much as a kid. I watched it a few times.
I watched that one so much more. The second one.
Well,
for
it's
some
New York,
reason.
yeah, so I imagine. But it was great, too. I remember people were like, it wasn't as good. Dude, it was good.
That was good.
It was really good. It was quality.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but whenever I get pizza now or eat pizza, when I open the box, I always think of the scene where they give him the pizza in the limousine, and then I'm like, yes, I love that shit. All right, sorry, continue.
Rob Snyder was the bellboy. I never realized that as a kid, and I haven't seen it since like I even knew his name.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right, with the gum.
Yeah.
So
Like,
funny.
there's so many things that like came back to me, and that I haven't gotten with other like childhood movies. It was truly magical, and I definitely felt some Christmas spirit, especially watching Home Alone 1.
Well, hell
Home
yeah.
Alone
Nice.
2 had a major ode to the Twin Towers as well, which I was kind of shocked by. Like they have a 5-minute like segment of him hanging out on the Twin Towers,
Yeah.
and I was
True.
like, wow.
when did Home Alone 2 come out?
Like 94.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, it did. I remember watching that and being like, "Oh my god, this
97,
is crazy."
I guess.
He's like running around in the Twin Towers. This is wild.
It's like chilling on the roofs. It shows you
Yeah, I
like rocks up,
remember.
and staring at them, like big emphasis on it.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah, I remember.
oh. But then that also brought up the fact that it was really weird that like after 9/11, we cut the Twin Towers out of everything.
Well, they were
Why?
gone, Decky. They were not there
I
anymore.
think, but
so.
out of,
I
like,
think I
previous
remember-
movies, they like
yeah.
took movies off of shelves because of it. They re-edited them out of movies.
Might have been too emotional to see
At the
for
time,
some,
yeah.
Yeah,
people
and
who...
it made sense to me then, but now looking back, I'm kind of like, so we just wanted to erase it from our memory.
At the time, I
was
think
just
I
like
don't
people
know, it
a
just
were.
seemed like a
close.
weird thing
Yeah.
looking back now to kind of be like, let's just act like they weren't there.
Well, I mean, you know, it could jog some like horrible memories for
I don't
people.
know.
I
like
feel- yeah.
too recent, it was a too soon kind of thing.
I feel like
think.
growing up, especially New Yorkers, get used to the New York skyline, and the Twin Towers were a staple of it since like 1970. And I think now that they were just like abruptly gone, it was like they were afraid it was going to be jarring to see them.
Yeah. And it was
In
just
works
tough.
of
It still
art.
is, honestly.
It still is,
It
yeah.
Still is a
jarred
little,
you
yeah.
to see them in the movie, didn't it, Dekie?
Well, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But no, it just made me think that was a strange response. I understand the thinking behind it, but it was kind of a.
It
to
is
me,
weird.
It seems
Yeah,
strange
the
to be like,
slogan
let's
is
get it out
never-
of here.
The
And
re-editing.
the slogan
you know.
is never forget, you know? And then they're like,
Never forget, but we're
after
erasing it.
these couple years, though.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what
Yeah.
it is? It's probably movie studios just not wanting any sort of negative
Yeah,
association
that's
in their
what it is,
video.
yeah.
They don't want audiences to even think about a horrible terrorist attack for even a second. And they're like funny Kevin McAllister, he's running around New York.
What a goofball.
The Bird Lady was so good. Anyway, guys, go
Yeah.
if you're older and you watched
Oh,
them
the
as
Bird
a kid,
Lady.
you haven't touched it since then. Go watch 1 and 2. Number 3, they had that weird shaggy-haired kid. I think I watched part of that as a kid. Even then, I was like, no.
Yeah, I didn't watch. I
I
don't think.
watched that one a lot. I liked it.
I don't think I watched 3 ever.
I didn't like it as much. Not as much, but it was like okay. When I was a kid, I didn't hate it too much.
I hated it as a child. All of them. And still kind of do. Why are these two grown men throwing their lives away to fuck with a child? I don't get
They're
it.
criminals. That's what criminals do.
Yeah. Right, but why not go hit any of the 100 of other houses that are empty? Why do you have to
That's
dwell
what
on this
Home Alone 2's
one
all about.
house?
They realized residential areas weren't the key play. Toy stores were. They
Stupid.
upgraded.
Just
And they
stupid.
weren't even trying to fuck with Kevin McAllister in the second one.
And they were
just wanted
trying
that toy store. Kevin
Yeah,
fucked
they
with
were-
them.
They were gonna rob the toy store for like $8,000. Like you're throwing your life away for $8,000.
Listen, it was like 94.
Really?
$8,000 was a lot back then.
And
A
they
lot,
were
definitely
supposed to
was.
be.
all right.
They were very dumb crooks. That was another thing.
Also,
So
I
good.
choose. It's funny how this is the hill you want to die on in realism, in terms of realism with those movies too.
Yeah.
Dude, but even as a kid,
Like, this little kid is gonna like set up all these elaborate traps in an abandoned building in New York on his own.
I can overlook that. I can overlook the elaborate traps because that's like movie magic, you know? I just couldn't buy into the reason he was making these elaborate traps because these two fucking idiots
He's a little
can't just
vigilante. That's why.
can't just let it go. They can't just go. There's millions of other houses they could hit. There's billions of fucking toy stores. They gotta get this one. They
They're
gotta
the
get the
wet
one where
bandits.
the fucking Jimmy Neutron kid lives. Like, you'd think after getting fucking smashed in the face with a paint bucket down the stairs, they'd be like, "No thanks, I'm tapping out on this one. We'll go find an abandoned home, actually." But no, they have to just fucking throw their lives away to try to fuck with a child.
In those 2 movies,
I was literally going to say Z-Chum is Kevin McAllister.
Yeah.
Also, why don't they just carry guns? Like, why don't they just, if they hate this kid so
They
much?
have a gun in Home Alone 2.
yeah.
Yeah, actually,
also,
I do remember that. It was
that
like
would
kind
be
of
Bird Lady
jarring.
puts the bird seat on him to save Kevin.
Yeah, it was like really
Spoiler
jarring
alert.
to actually see the gun come out because it's like so happy,
With
good
the
feel.
slime on it. Remember?
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, like a gun comes out, and you're like, "Whoa! I thought this was a
this movie
Christmas
just got real.
movie."
Yeah.
He like
that
pulls.
scene is. I remember that too so clearly with the slime on the slimy gun. Like, yeah, that was very jarring. Yeah, it was.
I would love to do an edit where he like pulls the slimy gun out and then he shoots, and then it just like ends.
Very short movie.
alternate ending.
Yeah, you know the
God.
edits of like. There's like the edits of like Harry Potter where everyone has guns instead of wands.
Yeah.
Just like that, but when he pulls the gun out and Kevin McAllister goes, and then there's just like a bang sound, and just and then like credits.
roll. Yeah.
And then that.
Soundtrack, dude, so
Oh, yeah.
amazing.
Oh yeah, that's the. I was gonna mention
Unbelievable. I
that.
didn't ever realize how amazing that soundtrack was.
That
till,
was
like,
what's his name? Jerry Goldman. What's that guy's name?
Don't know.
I know
don't
who
know
you're
about-
talking about, but I don't
He's
I
like
don't remember his
he's
name.
like the composer guy.
No, Hans
says
Zimmer
the
is the
composer
composer guy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but he doesn't
John
know
Williams.
the name.
John Williams,
John
also
Wi-
the composer guy, just as much as Hans Zimmer. Okay.
John Williams, Star Wars?
John Williams did that? I didn't know that.
Yeah, John Williams.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I love John Williams.
One
I
of
think
the
that's why
composer
he did,
guys.
he did Star Wars, I think.
Yes, he did
Right?
Star Wars.
Like,
Yeah.
the theme song does have a
think.
little bit of that same sound to it. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Either way, Home Alone, so amazing. So good. And then I watched the new one that they made this year. And
And it was shit.
Oh, that is. Yeah, sorry.
it was so unbelievably horrible.
Yeah.
It was.
I saw the thumbnail for it,
Yeah.
and I looked at the kid, and I was like, I don't want to see this kid do anything.
No, this is the problem.
Except-
Okay, so I watched it. I didn't watch
Grow
the
up.
actual movie.
Do a
I watched a synopsis of what happened, and they played clips of the movie, and literally you're rooting for the two
crooks.
robbers.
Yeah.
The crooks the whole time, because the crooks
They're
are
not bad.
they want to save their family, their home, like their family home.
They
That's
had
the whole
a doll
point.
stolen from them,
Yeah.
or they thought, and so they try and steal it back from the kid that stole it from them because they're going to lose their house. They need to sell this extremely rare doll, and it's about them being beat up by this kid that stole their doll.
Yeah.
And
Or
Plus,
they
what's
thought-
with the fucking title? Home Sweet Home Alone? Like,
I am watching this movie.
And literally that movie, ZChum, can you please edit this where they go, hey, did you take our doll? And the kid goes, no. That's all. I just want you to edit that, and then they can, that's the whole movie. That's all. That would have solved it. They literally could have just asked
he's
the kid
not your
nicely.
typical kid.
They could have asked the kid nicely if he fucking took the doll, and he would have said no, and then boom, they're good.
I watched it and I got 15 minutes in and I was like, I don't want to finish this, but I was like, I'm 15 minutes in. I gotta finish this. And I did.
Fucking A.
I just watched the ad for it, and I hated it.
Yeah.
This image has to go on screen. That little
He's
piece
British
of
too,
shit.
so he's got an accent. Which
little
but like they're
asshole.
in the US, so it makes him even more like sly, I guess, almost when he's doing his tricks.
Wait, how many? They had a lot of kids, like even more than Kevin's family, right? It was like 40 or something. I don't fucking remember how many kids.
In
Was
this-
20?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
With Buzz, the older brother,
Yeah.
Dude,
with all his playboys.
spoiler
and, like,
alert, Buzz is in that movie. The new
Whoa.
one. Yeah,
All right, I'm
yeah.
totally not
Yeah.
watching it. I'm just not gonna.
I am definitely watching now. Are you kidding me? Dude, Buzz
when
was
it showed
sick.
up, I was like, no fucking way, that's Buzz! And Tanya was like, yeah. And I was like, dude, but it's Buzz 30 years later.
I
Like,
feel-
this-
Deckie's
Yeah.
Deckie's like a Home Alone aficionado now. He understands like Home Alone lore, the Home Alone universe.
But it also made me look up, apart from Home Alone 3 that came out, in the late 90s or whatever, with the shaggy-haired kid that Aqua likes, they've had other ones until now.
It was
I
okay.
thought they
I
had
didn't
left it
love
alone
it.
until this one, but apparently there's been like 2 or 3 other ones that just
Straight to movie.
nobody ever knew about.
Yeah, straight to DVD
damn,
or
yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
They get Donald Trump for this one too.
Sadly not.
Fucking jarring. Did that freaks you out too? Like seeing him in the World Trade Center is kind of freaky, and then
yeah.
and then seeing him like
Oh yeah, that's right.
bump into Donald Trump is also fucking jarring. Like, oh,
What the fuck
there's
is going on?
there's our president. There's our previous president. What the fuck?
Yeah. He's like, where's the front desk? He's like, down that way to the left. So funny.
Thanks.
Thank you, mister.
Thank, and then he like salutes him. Well, thanks, Mr. President. They like went back and edited in like an American flag behind Trump.
An eagle lands on his arm. Yeah.
As Trump
MAGA hat
leaves, as Trump walks away, he's like pulled to the sky by like some sort of holy beam. God like adorns him.
Yeah.
I don't know why they did
Whoever-
that.
Whoever owns the rights to the Home Alone franchise is a huge Trump supporter. Apparently. Yeah.
As Trump like
We spent
ascends.
20 minutes talking about Home Alone. We gotta keep going. It was a big deal to me this week. I didn't mean for it to be this big a deal.
The timestamps for this episode.
You got me all heated up about this.
the timestamps for this episode, someone's gonna be like, I don't really want to hear about Home Alone. They scroll down to skip it, and it's like 20 minutes of like Home Alone.
To anyone who hasn't seen the movie, sorry. I mean, I don't even know what you're doing if you haven't seen it. But anyway, get with the program. They'll want to hear it. If they've seen it, they'll love that.
Okay,
So
well,
much of my
moving
childhood
on.
was built recreating Home Alone scenes, though.
Oh yeah.
Legos on floor, cars, treehouse stuff, zip lines, everything about my that was it. I was Kevin McAllister, just not as smart. Now moving on.
Like a really dumb Kevin McAllister.
we sort of talked about this, I guess, on the members episode, but like, do you guys have any like pranks you pulled as kids that were just like iconic that you didn't mention before?
That's not exactly what we talked about.
Yeah, but like, I forgot, maybe you had like something even better. Like that was a different
You think me creating a firework IED, you think it gets better than that, Aqua?
I don't know.
You think it gets better than that?
I'm sure I pulled a lot of stuff. It's hard to remember now, though.
All right, we can move on. It's okay. I just thought I'd ask. I know we kind of talked about it.
Aqua's still caught in like something we talked about 28 minutes ago.
About it. We talked about it extensively in the members only.
That's fine.
Well, that wasn't the prompt, though.
Aqua's got his Fauci juice in him. He's starting to feel.
That's true.
He's starting to feel a little.
I just got my booster. I am a little fog-brained right now. Sorry.
This is the first time I felt acceptable in the last 24 hours. I'm starting to feel okay.
That's good, because they're like, originally you were like, I'm not showing up today, dudes.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was gonna make it. I had to really fight to get out of bed. At like an hour and a half ago. That was tough. But
yeah, I got it 3 hours ago. I'm definitely.
Did you mix and match Aqua?
No, I got
I'm
Moderna
pumped because I'm gonna be mixing and matching, dude. Because I'm getting whatever they got in Mexico. It's like the San Allen's.
Oh yeah, you're getting the.
I don't know, but I'm like, oh hell yeah, dude!
You have to
concoction up in my body.
You have to disclose that in the U.S. if you got like a foreign vaccine before you get a booster in the U.S. They really hounded me about that. They were like, "You're sure your first vaccine was Moderna and it wasn't?" And then they like listed off like all the like foreign sounding.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what the fuck? Why don't you just bring your card?
Yeah, I brought my card.
Yeah, I know, but they like really wanted to be sure. And then they made me fill out like some paperwork about like, no, I did not receive a foreign vaccine. So Dekie really. Dekie's the little science experiment.
Yeah. Treat my body like a petri dish.
Dekie's trying to get the special glove with each one, like each one and all five. He has the power glove or whatever. Fucking snaps his fingers.
I had a moment of panic just now when I got mine. I like walked in there, filled out the paperwork, sat down. I was like, "This is Moderna, right?" The third one. She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay, sweet." And then I got it. And then she was like, "Okay, see you later." And I just like walked out. And then I was like, "Oh shit, did I have to pay for that or anything?" I was like, "Wait, fuck." And then I realized that I don't.
Isn't that cool. So nice though? Isn't the American
nice.
Health system so nice when you don't have to like worry about?
They give us used to that. But
I know. My first instinct was, how much does this cost again?
Yeah.
Which is like terrible.
If only there was a healthcare that would just, make it so you don't have to worry about how much stuff costs. I don't know.
I'm not used to receiving medicine for free. Like, this was
to the US to get my like original vax in Texas, like it was so uninvolved. I thought I'd have to do a bunch of paperwork and shit. And
that's pretty easy.
Yeah, I was like, it blew my fucking mind. And they're like, there's nobody waiting, or this is in the CVS. And I was like, this is nothing I've ever experienced in the U.S. before. It was really bizarre, just like how casual and clear it was.
Yeah, in the U.S., for people that aren't in the U.S., usually you have to go to a doctor. They have to refer you to someone else. You pay that doctor a ton of money to see you for 10 seconds. Then you go to the one that they refer you to, and then they're like, okay, yeah, we can see you, but that'll be $10,000 after your insurance covers it. And then you finally get something. They're like, yeah, you need, whatever, a shot.
And then, but you forgot the part where your insurance company calls you and then is like, "We're not covering this," and then you have to be like, "Yes, you are," and then they'll be like, "Okay," and then
okay,
that's a fun part too. Yeah.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick because I drink a lot of water because I feel gross and my bladder is going to explode.
Well, now that we have an editor, we can just break. We can cut this out.
Or you guys could
Magically
just
go to the bathroom.
Or you guys
Or
could just
not.
keep
Well,
talking.
I need to go pee too. Again.
Go.
Oh,
Hey, we got an
We're all gonna
editor
take
now.
a little
He's
pee
not
break.
gonna edit this out. This is just gonna be. A
I
really,
hope- I hope
like,
he
I'd
keeps this
rather.
in.
I'm just gonna. This should just be an Aqua moment.
I'll sit here with the viewers. That's not a problem. I'll take
Aqua,
care
you
of
should
them.
get your Tylenol. This is a good time for you to get your Tylenol.
That's true. I did get my booster. I'm starting to feel a little bit worse. I could take some Tylenol, but I'm also very stubborn, and I don't feel very good right now. So I don't really feel like getting up to get it. This is kind of like a classic not feeling well loop for me. I tend to just sit and suffer when I don't feel well instead of doing something about it. But I don't know where Kings went. He didn't even say where he was going, and he just left. I'm the only one really dedicated to this podcast, as you all can see. I want you all to remember this. And I'm the one not feeling well right now. I'm still here. I'm here. I'm planted till this hour is over, or however long this is. Remember this dedication. Remember this, okay? I just want that to be clear. I'm the real, one dedicated to entertainment here. Hey,
Ben, I
guys.
specifically want you to make Aqua look really bad during all of that. I don't know what he said.
It
Just
wasn't
make him
that
look
bad.
horrible.
It's fine.
This A&W is going straight through me, but it's so goddamn good. You can't get root beer anywhere in Mexico besides at Shake Shack in a bottle, and it's
Fuck.
like $5.
Fuck A&W. I'm a mug man.
A&W's not my first choice, but dude, I found this in the foreign food section at my local grocery store, and I bought that shit so fast, and I'm gonna drink it all by the end of today.
How many
That's
did you
pretty
get?
cool.
12-pack. This is my
Save
third one
some.
today.
12 root beers is not a good idea.
What else is
And
in
you
your
get to
foreign?
you get to enjoy it longer.
What else is
Like
in the foreign
hot
food
sauces and
section?
stuff. I mean, they have like Asian stuff and shit, but then they have a couple of like American items.
Does that is that made in Mexico, or did they like import that?
No, it's
Because-
imported.
Okay. Because sometimes when they have like they make soda like in other countries, like they'll make Coke like in that country, and it always tastes a little different, you know.
Imported.
From country to
Dekie's
country.
got finer tastes. The imported A&W.
Dude, root
Yeah.
beer is like
Root
my
beer.
favorite soft drink. It's the best.
Yeah.
I'm a ginger
Used to
ale
be my
man.
favorite,
I
but
was a huge Dr. Pepper boy all growing up. Once I hit my adult age, like root beer really started ticking that box for me.
Dr. Pepper. Ugh.
I
Dr.
hate
Pepper's
Dr.
still
Pepper.
great, so you get that cherry Dr. Pepper.
Tastes like
Who likes
medicine.
Dr. Pepper? Who likes Dr. Pepper?
Pepper's
So so many people like it, ZChum,
Yeah,
and I
don't-
think
I
they're
don't
all
understand.
bananas.
Exactly.
You guys
I
are
agree.
crazy. Dr. Pepper's delicious.
It sucks.
Root beer is now
Nasty.
better, and ginger ale. So like my main things are root beer and ginger ale as far as like drinks now. But I live in Mexico, so all I drink is Coke because
All
like
these-
it's the only thing that anybody sells.
Like things like Dr. Pepper that people are so polarized on. You know, it's either you love it or you hate it. I wonder if it's like that like cilantro thing with certain flavors like that.
Oh,
You know
maybe
what I mean?
Dr. Pepper actually tastes amazing to people who don't
Yeah,
have like
yeah,
this
yeah.
genetic predisposition to it tasting
Exactly.
like shit.
It really tastes like garbage to me, like actual garbage.
Weird.
I've heard people describe cilantro to me as like this delicious, like earthy garnish, and like it's so tasteful and it really accentuates a dish. And I'm like, it tastes like somebody poured dish soap in this. There's
Oh,
cilantro in
So
this.
you're
isn't
one of
there?
those guys.
I'm one of those
Yeah.
people. I did a 23andMe where you like spit in the bottle and you send it in and they send you back like your genetic information and your DNA and stuff.
Yeah.
And I had like the DNA, or I had like the genetic marker for hating cilantro,
Hmm.
which makes sense
Dekie-
because I hate fucking cilantro. It tastes nasty.
I would like that. That'd be. I need to do 23andMe.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe Dekie has that for like everything.
Everything, yeah.
All flavors.
23andMe is really cool until you start
you-
getting people on their app requesting to connect with you because they're your like 25th cousin 4 times removed. Because on 23andMe, you can see like
network mixed into it.
Yeah, there's a social network mixed into it. And the way it is it analyzes your DNA. It's kind of cool because it shows you like it doesn't show you their names unless you try to connect with them, and then they can choose to give you their information. So like you get a message like this person who shares 1.3% of your DNA would like to connect. And it's like fucking weird because looking at it is like we share like a
DNA. Is it okay to reproduce with though?
I have no idea.
I think legally, second cousin you can.
Yeah, second. What percentage of DNA do I have?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it must be, or else Iceland would just be
still creepy as shit. But
like a barren
wasteland.
wasteland.
That's the side of things that I'd like to investigate.
Wait, can you?
Yeah.
Is it legal to marry a first cousin?
Not in the U.S. I don't
think so. I'm sure there are some states, Aqua,
maybe
where it
like,
is.
Yeah, maybe in Tennessee or some shit. But
no, I'm just wondering, like anywhere in the world or country, if you can do that. Like,
oh yeah,
like
I'm sure in the world, yeah.
In the Wolf of Wall Street movie, that guy married his cousin.
Maybe
it
positive.
Wasn't his first cousin.
That wasn't his first cousin, I don't think, right? It was.
Oh, okay. I don't know. So yeah, you can. I think you can marry your second cousin, which is pretty fucked up. That's so weird.
What is a second cousin?
That is your
great
parents' cousins, right? If your parents are cousins,
no, I thought
kid.
second cousin was your parents' brother's.
No, that's
child.
a first cut. Oh
No, he's right.
I think it could be
so.
either. I think it could be either.
It's your grandparents' brother's child.
It's like one more removal.
Yeah.
In any way.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, when people like, oh look, Patricia would like to connect with me. She wants to see my health and ancestry reports. Weird.
Patricia
it's
sounds
weird.
Like a creep. Yeah.
Yeah, what a creep.
It's just weird. But if you share like 40% DNA with someone, then obviously they're like, you know, pretty fucking close to you. They're like your first cousin. They're
You
like
probably
your cousin.
know them if they're 40%,
like your straight up
yeah.
cousin.
How much
Right, but some
DNA
people
do I
don't,
share with, like,
and
my
that's how
brother?
23andMe helps you find people that like you
I don't
otherwise
know,
wouldn't
Dekie.
even know about.
Wait, what is the point of 23andMe? Is it to connect with people, to figure out
No,
your
it's to tell you.
ancestry, your heritage?
It's mainly to
or
tell you
whatever?
about your ancestry, like
what countries you come from, right?
Yeah, your ancestry report.
So what
which
they
is
do is
like,
Do like
they
does it do,
take
like
that info
does
and
it
they
do
keep it.
diseases or something? Like you're disposed.
yeah, and
to
then they
this.
also
Yeah.
do genetic mark, which sucks because I got it so I could see the MS information because they used to do like this marker that a lot of people with MS end up having this like genetic marker. It doesn't mean if you have it that you have MS, but it doesn't mean if you don't have it that you don't have MS. But a large percentage of people who have MS have this like genetic marker.
Right.
They stopped fucking doing it.
Yeah.
They don't do it anymore because I think they're afraid people are trying to like self-diagnose or something, so they stopped doing it. But
Yeah.
that was like the whole reason I did it, and then I
Or-
just got sucked into like.
It could have been also like a lot of people have that marker and then were freaking out about it or something, and they didn't want to
That's
like
it.
cause.
I actually it asks you when you do it if you want to not receive information about like early onset like Alzheimer's and stuff because it'll just freak you out if you know
Yeah.
that you're going to be like predisposed to it.
I wouldn't want to.
And I
know
chose
any, man.
yeah, I chose not to get that information because like I don't know.
It would fuck
Freaky.
with my head. Yeah, it really. I would like. I have trouble remembering shit all the time. So I
Dude, I'm
would start
I'm
like.
setting up for 23andMe as soon as this podcast is over. I'm gonna get tested.
I have one of the genetic what is this? I have a variant of age-related macular degeneration, which
I thought you didn't want
is-
the bad news.
it's the most common cause of irreversible vision loss in old adults. It like
Oh,
it fucks with your vision when you're 75. So
it doesn't really
that's
matter. to me.
fine.
See, I don't need to do
Yeah, at that
23andMe
point-
for that because my dad
You've
has
seen
that.
enough.
Yeah, my dad has
At that
and
point,
I
I've
know.
seen it. I've seen enough of the world. I probably won't even want to see anything anymore. I also have celiac disease. 23andMe reminded me of that. So
And you're feeling better actually since you started.
Holy shit.
Eating appropriately, right?
dude, I'm gonna be honest. I think Wednesday saved my life because Wednesday, one of our viewers, because there was a day I ate a bunch of donuts, and then I went on Twitter and I was like, just ate a donut. Made me feel sick. Figured I'd eat another one and see if it helped, but surprisingly it didn't. And she like tweeted at me like, don't you have celiac disease? You should really start taking that seriously. And I was like, what's Wednesday know? What's she fucking know? I'm not gonna stop eating
my life, Wednesday.
I'm not gonna stop eating donuts. And then I was like, wait a minute, maybe I should stop eating donuts. What if maybe I stopped eating gluten? What if that actually helped me?
Mm-hmm.
And I've been feeling different. I think I'm healing.
Yep. That happens.
Yeah, you've been doing 12-hour streams, or once you did that, right?
Yeah.
But
I have streamed for 60
couldn't have-
hours
you
this
couldn't
month.
have done that before, I don't think, right?
No chance. No chance. You know how many?
So
Did you guys
really
get your
are feeling
Twitch?
better.
Did you guys get your Twitch recaps? Your Twitch
Yeah. Mine didn't
reviews?
seem accurate at all, by the way.
Didn't even check mine.
Do you know how many hours you streamed for the year? It should have said like
Mine
how
is
many
like
hours you
that
streamed.
thing.
mine is
Oh,
a few
yeah.
short of 3,000.
I didn't really-
3,000?
Yeah.
Do you know how many you did, Aqua?
No, I
can tell
I
you
have
right
to
now.
look at it again.
You should look at it. Because you want to know how many I did, Dekie, compared to your 3,000? I streamed for 490 hours last year.
That's like an hour a day.
Yeah, not great. Not like if this is my job, I'm showing up to work once a week, essentially.
Wait, how many did you do?
No, I was totally wrong. It's 2,394.
That's still insane. That's still
Aqua,
great.
Aqua did over 1,000 hours in the last 360.
Over
days.
1,000 is what you
Yeah.
should be at if you're taking streaming seriously.
Yeah.
I
And
think
that's
I stream
nice.
maybe 20 hours a month, but this month already we're like halfway through the month. I've streamed 60. So
Fuck, and you're still successful, ZChum.
imagine how successful I'd be if I wasn't fucked all the time.
I would be.
All right. So like
Yeah.
aside from that, you are feeling better now.
Oh yeah,
Right.
I'm feeling different. I think
That's
I'm
great.
feeling better.
Dekie has
Yeah.
streamed over double, I think, what Aqua streamed.
Wednesday
hours.
cured you.
And look at
Thank
where
you,
it's
Wednesday.
gotten me.
The gamer hole cured me. It was the gamer hole.
But like, you overall feel better. Like, I mean, like, we don't think that
Yeah.
the celiac thing is solely responsible for the ball pain and all the other
No,
ailments.
it might be. Yeah, it might be.
It
Because
might be
That's
a quite
insane.
big contributor.
well, it's because I ate gluten for 15 years
Yeah.
after finding out I probably was sick,
Mm.
and then it probably fucked up my intestines really bad. You know what I had that really fucked with me for a while was in college I had this pain right where you have pain when you have what's it called, the bad thing that you get pain in your like abdomen for.
Kidney stones.
Appendix.
Appendicitis.
Appendicitis. Yeah, I had like a really sharp pain right there, and I remember going to my doctor, and he was like, "You might have appendicitis. You got to go to the ER." And I went to the ER, and they were like, "Oh, you might have appendicitis." And then they checked, and they were like, "You don't have appendicitis, but your bowels look like super damaged or inflamed or something." That was because I kept eating gluten, and it kept fucking up my bowels. And now that I haven't eaten gluten in like 2 months, I think it's like healing because I haven't had that pain. And I used to have that pain like once a day for like years.
Mm.
wanna
pretty much
start
I just
not eating
ignored.
gluten now. Yeah.
Do
I
you have
ignored
stomach
my-
problems?
Well, no, but I want to.
Why?
I mean, I already feel.
Dude,
I
if you-
already
if
feel
you can
pretty
eat-
good, but
No,
I'm like,
so-
God damn, dude.
Some people do choose to go gluten free just because, you know.
If you
can
can
do
eat
it.
gluten, I wouldn't recommend stopping. Gluten
It's
is
quite
very
hard.
like tasty and good, and it's
And
in everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, God damn, I miss McDonald's. Holy shit. I really miss McDonald's.
Smashed some Mickey D's yesterday.
Yeah.
You know
That's-
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go buy some gluten-free buns so I can go to McDonald's and buy a not a McChicken, so I can go to McDonald's and buy like
Just
a
burger.
Big Mac or something,
Yeah.
and then just put it on my own buns so I
Yep.
can enjoy a Big Mac
Reconstruct it.
again.
Has
Yeah.
McDonald's not somehow infused their meat with gluten as well?
I
though?
think
would
they
I
have,
would have suspected
honestly.
so.
Honestly, I think they have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that you say that,
I
That
think
kind of
McDonald's, they gotta put sugar and gluten in everything that they touch.
Yeah, I think even their lettuce has it.
Yeah.
That lettuce is unlike any other lettuce I've ever seen in real life. You know, it's like so. It's so different.
Fast
It's like
food lettuce
sweet.
is gross.
It's
I'm pretty
got
sure they
sugar
put
in
like
it.
sugar water on it and shit. Yeah.
yeah.
it's
I
like
think they
crazy.
grow it with like sugar water so that it tastes appetizing.
sweet.
Like, oh, I'm
The
healthy. I
soil.
eat McDonald's lettuce, and the lettuce, like the leaf of lettuce, has like 20 calories because
so
it's
good.
like
that lettuce left over from the Big Mac. I eat all that shit.
That
It's
stuff's
so
gross. I hate that. I hate all fucking fast food lettuce. Like, don't even do that. If you're eating fast food, don't put those.
that's funny because I
sugary
love
lettuce.
it. I love the
Fucking
little
hate that
like
shit.
I love it too.
the little bits of onion and pickle and
Yeah.
lettuce and just that
Yeah.
stingy taste of fast food. Oh,
I love it too.
I miss it. Yeah, I miss it a lot.
The Dawn.
You know what I
still can't
you know what I
get
have been getting?
Baby.
You know what I have been getting that's actually surprisingly really good that most people don't even know exists on the Taco Bell menu? The Power Bowl. I think, did we talk about this?
I don't think so.
You
The Power
mentioned
Bowl
it.
is fucking sick.
Yeah.
If you want fast food and you want Taco Bell but you don't want to feel like shit afterwards, the Power Bowl is like awesome. It's just like it's like a burrito bowl from like Chipotle essentially, but it's with like Taco Bell ingredients, so it tastes like Taco Bell. It was really good.
Can you customize it all, or is it like?
Yeah, you can customize all of it, like beans, rice, sauces, meats. It's really something.
Now there is a
fan of the
problem
Powerball.
with anyone that has celiac or any allergies. It's that you have to trust the fast food establishment and employees to actually follow procedure when it comes to yeah. That's the big risk.
Which I'm a little worried that the pho I ate last night, even though I specifically requested no hoisin sauce because that shit's it's like 90% gluten hoisin sauce. I'm a little suspect that there was still some hoisin
No,
sauce
it's just
in
a
that
booster
broth.
shot. It's all
just a
good.
booster shot. You're okay.
That's awesome that like your entire medical journey, spinal taps, all this other shit.
Yeah.
Maybe just gluten.
Turns out maybe just gluten. Yeah.
Maybe like that's
That's
but
great.
on the other
Honestly.
hand, that is like best case circumstance you could ever ask for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you know, MS gluten intolerance. I'll take. Oh no, you can't eat burger buns anymore. Like,
I was expecting
I'll be
ZChum.
fine.
I was expecting you to make a joke like, I don't know, those Big Macs are pretty fucking good.
That being said, I think about McDonald's every single fucking day. Every day I'm like, how can I make
Listen.
it work?
You're gonna be so much healthier though. Like, not just because of your gluten intolerance, just not eating like garbage like that all the time. That's a good thing, and I'm glad you're feeling better. That's awesome.
I
That's
still want to
great news.
have Gamer Hole does like a diet together where like one of us tries to get huge and the other one tries to like lose a ton of weight. I like some kind of eating challenge.
We could do like
or
Kenny
we could all
versus
just like
Spenny.
eat super healthy or eat pizza for nothing, like only pizza for a
Well,
month.
We
Like,
could have weigh-ins, all right? We'll
Yeah.
weigh in one episode, and then the next episode in 1 week, we could see who will gain the most weight in a week.
It's like the Gamer Hole Biggest Loser, except
the-
you're trying to be the
Alright,
biggest
like,
loser.
It's Kenny-
Philadelphia
it's Kenny
Mac,
versus
we're getting-
Spenny.
we're getting
Or we
fat.
could do, or we could do who loses the most weight in a
any
week.
variation. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Like,
Yeah, we could do the really physically damaging one or the really healthy one.
Well,
let's be real, the
rapidly
way, if we were
losing.
gonna lose weight, we would do it in a very physically damaging way.
Yeah, no.
Okay,
like,
yeah.
Rapidly losing weight like that is not healthy either. Yeah.
When I think of the ways that Dekie would try to lose weight, not that Dekie is the last person
Dekie
that
will
needs to
show
lose
up.
weight.
People
He'll
say
look
water
like-
weight's bad, so I stopped drinking water.
Yeah, shit like that. Decky will show up looking like Christian Bale in The Machinist after 1 week. He's like, you know, that
He like
picture.
Dekie wraps himself in. You remember those like fucking scam like It Works body wraps that used to go around like the MLM on Facebook, where it was like it was a body wrap that would like I don't know, make you lose weight, but all it was like a saran wrap essentially, and
Oh,
then you
just
get
to
like
sweat
really
you out type of
sweaty,
deal? Yeah.
and you'd sweat
I thought
out
you just
around
went
your
Spanx or
stomach.
something.
No, it was like it was called like the It Works body wrap, and everyone was fucking selling them on Facebook. And all it was fucking saran wrap with like Bengay on the inside of it, and you'd like wrap it around your stomach, and you'd let it like get you really sweaty, and you'd sweat into this, and then you take it off, and it like compressed all your fat, and then you sweat a bunch, so you immediately look like a little bit thinner. And then over the course of the next 10 minutes, you look exactly the same. But like everyone would take before after pictures immediately after, and you'd look a little thinner, and they blew up. It became like a big MLM. And I see Dekie as just covering himself in those to lose weight.
Absolutely.
Just like every part of his body he can wrap with one of those fucking things. Just like
my mouth, a little straw coming out.
I'm on a diet. I'm on a diet, guys.
Take a bunch of laxatives so you just like shit out everything in your body. Yeah.
I don't know. I've always, because you hear like movie stars doing those things where like losing extraordinarily large amount of weight in a small amount of time or gaining it. And I always think attempting one of those things would be fun. It probably would be very unfun, but like challenges like that are.
It's the same kind of
entertaining, at
challenge
least.
as like a marathon Twitch stream, you know? It feels like similar to that.
It's a good idea, but it's miserable.
Yeah, good idea, but miserable.
What's the longest stream you've ever done, Dekie?
Without sleeping,
Yeah.
a little over 2 days, I think.
Damn.
fuck?
Oh.
What the fuck?
Thank you.
No, I think it's 46 hours. This is just under 2 days. And I've done a couple of like 40-something hour streams.
And that one of those I remember was digging a hole to try to see if there was a bottom to the. Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
It just
You
so
dug a
guys know,
hole?
there
What?
was this game. There was this game that it was like the most grindy game ever that you could terraform, right? So you had to like sit there for 5 minutes digging a hole, and then he had to move all the dirt up, and he made a shaft
Yeah.
to the lowest possible thing, which no one thought could happen. The devs weren't really thinking that would ever happen.
Wait, what game was this again?
Life is futile.
Life is futile.
right,
And
yeah.
Dekie did it in one stream. Like he was just like, I'm gonna hit the end, the
It's the
bottom.
most miserable
Very cool,
day of my
Dekie.
life. Yeah. But like it was so
Very
cool
cool.
because like when you dug the hole, you had to build supports for one, so it didn't collapse on you. And then you also had to take the dirt out, which most games, you dig a hole, the dirt just disappears. Not here. You had to fill up a wheelbarrow, and I'd wheel it all the way out. and by the time I was down there, it took 30 minutes to wheel the dirt out, and then I'd go back down, which took another fucking 10 minutes just to walk back down, and then I'd spend 3 minutes digging before I had another goddamn fucking wheelbarrow. It was awful.
I like that. I like games like that.
And also,
Yeah.
it
Sounds
made
nice.
a fucking mountain because he had to drop the dirt somewhere.
The dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, these dirt physics are so realistic.
I dug a lot of holes in that game before it died.
The games you choose to play and like invest so much into.
I thought Dekie live streamed him digging a real hole, which is an awesome idea. That's like an awesome idea for a live stream. I actually love that.
Imagine if you like find cool shit like dinosaur bones or something doing that.
Yes, because
Man,
everyone
that'd
has
be- I feel
dinosaur
like you probably
bones sitting in their
wouldn't.
backyard.
Well, I'm not
feel like
saying
you
that, but what if
probably-
you do? That would be on the news. It'd be on live
Yeah,
stream
you'd be
fails
a
at least.
goddamn billionaire. Like,
I think you're more likely to
Aztec
find.
relics.
yeah. There you go. Thank you.
Like once a month, they always tear up a parking lot here, and they find some like Aztec ritual sacrifice.
You're probably like way more likely to just find a straight up dead body.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah.
I found a
Yeah,
dinosaur
actually,
bone. It's like a human femur.
I saw this thing on YouTube of this guy in England somewhere who is like a metal detector, like
Oh, yeah.
for fun. And he he had owned like a lot of land or something, and on his land he found something, and then it turned out to be like this whole like crest like carriage, like a whole horse carriage, with horse armor and like all this shit that some king, I guess, was like buried with, or some nobleman or something. And since it was like on his property, like he made like millions and millions of dollars because like some historical thing like bought it from him, and it's just like so like that was like the real life buried treasure, you know, like the Goonies style. And like I don't know, it's just like I kind of forgot that you get paid for shit like that when you find it. It's pretty cool.
Well,
Being
sometimes
a
the
hunter would be sick.
Well,
sometimes you find treasure and the state goes, "That's our property," and they take it.
Right. But like it's cool that like he found something and like it, like, you know, now he's retired. It's just kind of neat.
You know what else is a real hidden treasure? Today's episode sponsor, Manscaped. A real hidden gem of ball care. It is the holiday season. It is still the holiday season. This comes out on like the 23rd, I think. And you don't know what to get as a gift or stocking stuffer. I mean, you probably should. It's getting pretty close to Christmas. But today's sponsor, Manscaped, has the tools to guarantee you win this year's stocking stuffer or white elephant competition. Manscaped is the leader in men's below-the-waist grooming, and they have served more than 4 million men worldwide. If my math is correct, that's almost 8 million balls. You can get 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com with code GAMERHOLE. Maybe you didn't get what you wanted for Christmas. Maybe it's time to treat yourself and your balls to a better, cleaner future, which you can do right now by going to manscaped.com and getting 20% off your order and free shipping with the code GAMERHOLE. Be the ballsiest gift giver this year with Manscaped. Thank you, Manscaped. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Manscaped.
Good job.
I saw this, there was this episode of Pawn Stars once where this guy came in with like,
I love that show. Holy shit.
He came in with like a brick of gold, and I can only assume that this guy was paid by the producers to come in with this thing, and this totally was fake. Because how are you gonna come in with a straight up? How are you gonna come up with a straight fucking brick of gold? He was like, "I'm a scuba diver, and I was scuba diving off the Keys, and I found this with barnacles growing on it. I just figured I'd come in and see how much it's worth."
Sound like
and it's
that?
like, yeah, and it's like a complete. It's like a real brick of gold, like from some fucking Spanish galleon that fucking sank. And it's got like barnacles on it.
Yeah.
And whatever the fucking Rick or whatever his fucking name is, he's like,
maybe it was Chumley.
no, it was like the
Big
bald
Hoss.
guy. It was the
Okay,
bald
Rick.
guy.
Yeah.
Rick Harrison. Yeah.
And he was like, you know, let me call my buddy and we'll see. And his buddy comes in and his buddy just goes like, "Oh, so where'd you say you got this?" And he's like, "Scuba diving." He's like, "Oh yeah, there's a barnacle here, so that would make sense." Yeah.
Wow.
So this is probably real. This is probably real sunken treasure. And I'm like, you needed an expert to tell you that barnacle
Was a barnacle
and his scuba diving story match up. You like needed an expert to tell you
Well,
that this
there's
that
fool's
this
gold, ZChum.
No, this is the
fool's
show.
gold does not look like a melted golden
They
bar.
don't melt
Aqua.
gold into a brick. Yeah.
I don't know.
And any reputable pawn shop has like
They can tell.
They're gonna
Yeah,
check
the
yeah.
if
alloy.
there's- Yeah.
The alloy tester that you can like just press on it to see the concentration of gold in the metal. And then Rick's like, "I'll give you 200,000 for it." And the guy's like, "Whoa, oh my god!" And I'm like, "You didn't know? You didn't know that brick of gold you
if
found?"
you're fucking diving and you find a brick of gold, you're not bringing it to a fucking pawn shop.
I
Like, what
know.
are
Where
you
would
you
thinking?
bring it?
What?
Where would you bring it?
Aqua's like, yeah.
A call
Okay,
of someone who
first
you're
of all-
diving. Like,
Would you call the expert? Would you call your buddy?
No.
The buddy
First
straight
of
to the
all,
buddy?
you will get so much more than the value of the gold by selling it to some sort of like historical
Exactly,
society or
yeah.
some sort of
that's
like
what I would
collector
do.
of
Oh, yeah, no,
shipwreck
I'm not-
gold.
I would absolutely do that. I'm
Even if
just saying,
the weight of the gold is worth like 500K, if you found it in a fucking like Spanish shipwreck,
yeah.
it's now worth like $2 million because it's from a Spanish shipwreck. You know?
probably could just sell the location where you found it for more money than they're offering you for the brick
yeah,
of thing.
that too.
Yeah.
That too.
Where were you diving that you found this? And you can just
Because
sell
there's
that
probably
for millions.
there's probably like 100 more there.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe there was the Goonies ship after it sailed away. That's what he found.
The overwhelming masculine urge to find buried treasure.
Dude, I mean, you guys didn't think you were going to be treasure hunters when you grew up? I sure did.
No.
Yeah, I did. No, I absolutely did.
100%. I mean, yeah, of course you do. You collect rare metals.
Yeah.
ZChum.
I love that.
You guys
shit.
want to see some new treasure?
I wanted
You guys
to
want
be,
to see
I
some
wanted
new
to be-
treasures?
Yes, please. I wanted to be an archaeologist. I wanted to find
fuck
dinosaur
yeah, dude.
bones. That was my thing, man.
And now
I
look at
love
us.
that. Yeah, now I'm a gross little gamer.
ZChum,
got new
my
treasures.
brother. So just so everyone knows, there is a couple different kinds of how you make money off old treasure. One is you just start selling it on eBay to dumb people, like my brother, and then you just you find it somewhere, and it doesn't have to be real or anything like that, but you just put it on eBay, and then people like my brother will be like, I wanted to be a treasure hunter, and then end up buying like $100 worth of your tin.
Here's the Civil War mini ball round that my dad and I found in Fredericksburg, Virginia.
They have a lot of those, so they
Cool.
just let you keep them.
I know, pretty cool, huh? Pretty fucking
That
cool.
might have been pried out of someone's arm or something.
Yeah,
Or
it
went
might have.
through someone's leg or
One
something.
of them totally was not shot, but the other one was.
Mhm.
And here's like a bunch of arrowheads. I don't know. I was going through my stuff at my parents' house when they were moving out, and I was like, "Oh, my treasures!
Yes, my treasures.
Give me
I
those."
remember back when I was a kid, any rock I found that was even remotely triangle shaped, I was like, arrowhead.
Yeah, me too.
Arrowhead.
I was like,
This
yeah, I
is
got
no
another
doubt.
one.
This is no doubt an arrowhead. Not a doubt in my mind.
It's like smooth and round and like not even close to being like chipped off, and you're like,
Barely
was an
has
arrowhead.
3 corners.
I found a blunt triangular rock like this big, and I was like, this was definitely a tomahawk. 100%. And then I took it and I made it into a tomahawk again and kept it.
Wow. See,
nice.
Man, being a kid was so cool. God damn. On the treasure hunting
Aqua's
thing,
tomahawk.
We were just stupid. That's really what it comes down to. Just a bunch of
we
dumb
believed
little
anything.
kids. Yeah.
On the treasure hunting thing, though, treasure hunting YouTube, fuck that shit, man. I hate that shit.
Why?
That's the most clickbaity bullshit in the fucking world.
Yeah,
First
but
time
it-
opening
it's
this
awesome.
World War II bunker. Look what's inside. And then, like, he just, like, goes inside this, like, not... Like a fucking preserved bunker.
Okay.
And a goddamn
Those ones
fucking-
suck.
Yeah, those suck. I agree.
There's these guys that I've been watching who use like sonar. They have a kayak and they have like a sonar thing on the bottom of it, and they solve like mysteries. They go around the country like scanning lakes, trying to find like dead bodies and cars and shit, and they find them like all the time. And then they call the police. They like blur out. They have like dive kits, so they like go up and down a lake like searching. It's like someone from like 2010 went missing the night of a party next to this lake, and it's assumed that they like got drunk and then drove into the lake and died, but no one ever found their car. So these guys like solve the mystery. They go there with their sonar kayak, they like ping it, they find it, they go down there with dive tanks, and they have to like blur it out because there's like a fucking body in the car where that's been in there for 10 years. And then they call the cops. The cops
is this
come
on
drag it
YouTube?
out. Yeah, it's on YouTube.
So YouTubers are doing the job of our police force. That's
Yeah, pretty
Yeah, okay.
much.
10 years late.
Much it.
But yeah.
That stuff's cool, but there's a lot of gross, just disgusting clickbaity shit. I've gone down a couple of holes on it before. I'm like, maybe this one will actually be even semi what the title says.
And
it
now
never is.
you don't even know even more because of the dislike
Yeah,
button.
because the dislike's gone. Yeah. You ever watch magnet dragging? You ever watch those ones?
Oh, yeah.
Where they take like the
Magnet
super,
dragging?
yeah, they take like
Oh,
an
yeah, I
insanely
love that
strong
shit.
magnet
Like a river.
and they drag it like they just like fucking throw it out and they like drag it back and it like anything
no.
like clumps onto it.
I've just
Oh,
seen
man.
people playing with magnets, like videos like that.
No. They,
I just watch people eating magnets.
Yeah, Z-Chum's watching cool stuff, like, and Aqua's just like, look at this, and there's a guy like,
Yeah, they'll just like
Like
one
play
guy
with
will
it.
like put a cube close to another one and they'll snap to it. And I'm like, ooh.
My God.
Aqua's like so easily entertained, like, whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, they use like this like parachute cord and then like a big fucking magnet. They throw it and then they just drag it. One guy like he found like a safe like next to a river and they had to like
Wow,
snap it
that's so
open.
Oh, I want to watch that. That's awesome.
Yeah, they get like
Magnet
wedding
dragon.
rings and shit all the time. It's
Yeah,
cool stuff.
rings I could see like
Yeah.
you picking
I'm
up like
watching-
crazy.
Oh, that's where Schmeagol found the ring of power in a lake like that.
He didn't have a magnet, but it's true.
Yeah.
I thought
A ring.
I actually my bucket list is to like go metal detecting for real, but I get like so self-conscious about it for some reason. Like just walking up and down a beach with your metal detector. I don't know why I'm like so worried about what people are
Well,
gonna think
you
I'm
have
doing.
to be one of those guys, right? Like if you see someone doing that, you're like, oh, come on, like you know. But
One of these guys.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like so cool to be like, some treasure.
yeah.
Oh,
Also, how
someone's watch.
my brother bought a couple of those metal detectors, but I just wonder like how much does it cost for like one that actually works well, or like what's the budget before
Like a
it's-
couple $100.
right? Like what's the budget before you actually find like good stuff? Because his metal detector was like it beeped like it had 3 different fucking things like gold and whatever, and it was always like trash, and it barely did like 3 feet down or something.
It's always like a quarter
Yeah,
or,
exactly.
or a nickel down there. Yeah.
You never know. What
Oh
it
my
is.
god, it's gold. It's gold. It's like a gum wrapper.
Fucking gum wrapper. Yeah.
I had like a shitty one as a kid, but it worked. I'd go to the beach anytime our family went to the beach, and I'd be like, I'm gonna find treasure. Sometimes I'd find like a little piece of metal, just like a little like sharp piece of metal.
Well, that's the other thing
Maybe
too.
it was an arrowhead.
It's just like you know, the people that get rich quick or want to do that. It's like you're probably gonna find 10,000 or 100,000 or 1,000,000 or 2,000,000 pieces of garbage before you find that one cool thing you were after. But
Yeah,
That one
fuck
that one
crypto.
wedding ring. Yeah.
yeah, that one.
I'm gonna get treasure hunting popping off. That'll be fuck crypto. That's bro astrology at this point. You know,
What?
The real
Treasure
move.
hunting is where it's at.
The real move is
Treasure
to
hunting.
put all of your wealth and liquidity into gold and then bury it in your backyard. That's the real
yeah.
move.
Back the old
I
days.
want
is
to
what you
treasure
do.
hunt and then invest in crypto with my treasure.
Right.
Very big brain. So, off subject. I'm very disappointed. My nephew's not coming anymore.
What?
No.
What happened? Is it the
His best friend got COVID, and like they wrestle and like spit on each other and do, you know, little 7-year-old shit all the time. So, my brother decided, probably in best conscience, 'cause they gotta wait, you know,
safe.
to give it time to build up and see if he's got it or not. But probably not get stuck in Mexico.
yeah?
So I'm very, very
Yeah,
sad.
I am.
And all this prep for the. I have a pinata sitting in my house. At least I get to eat all the candy.
I see it
That's a
back
bummer.
there, actually. Yeah, that's
You should break the
But-
pinata open on stream. You should hang it,
Yeah.
blindfold yourself, and break it on stream. That'd be good.
100%. Yeah.
But I'm
Should make it
bummed
like
as
a
shit,
sub
dude.
goal.
I'm so sad. Now my Christmas is gonna be goddamn a miserable old man Christmas.
Watch Home Alone
I'm gonna
again.
have to watch a lot more Home Alone to try and get this Christmas spirit back.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm so pissed
that
though.
seems to make you happy.
Goddamn garbage. I was all like,
That
don't worry
sucks.
about it. Just come on down. You can get an Airbnb for a month if everybody's got COVID. It's not a big deal. They chose not to.
My biggest fear with traveling when this episode comes out, I'll be on a plane.
He'll be gone.
Oh yeah, you're
I am
playing
so
to it.
stressed about going down to Florida to see my parents and then getting sick and just being stuck in Florida. I really don't want to be.
Right. And
I really don't
that's
wanna
the
get
big thing.
stuck.
My sister lives in Florida, and my parents were thinking about going down. And one of the things that they were saying was like, oh, the hospitals down there are still pretty full. And if another wave of COVID comes, even if my dad...
Which it did.
Right. Even if my dad stubs his toe or something that needs like minor surgery or something silly, he won't be able to get into the hospital to do that because
Yep.
it's all full.
Yeah. I honestly, I want to see my family because I haven't seen my grandma in like ages, but I'm also like so stressed because like a plane is like the worst place you can be, I feel like.
Yeah.
Nah, you'll be fine.
Whatever.
I mean, the big thing with you was you were scared about flying because your health issues. But now you being gluten free,
I feel good. I'm still a little like
less, yeah. I mean, yeah, maybe you're not, but like that's dope as shit. At least you're not going to be like just in
Pain, yeah.
terrible pain the entire flight.
That's true. Yeah.
no,
You can
I'm more or
stream
less
all
dealing
that
with
time.
the like anxiety factor. You know,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
I
like
get
stuck
that.
on a plane.
I feel like if everybody on the plane has their mask on or whatever, the chances of you getting it'll be pretty
And
low.
it's like,
so even
It's
if
December
someone does have it.
23rd, so like the plane is like fucking packed because
everybody-
everybody.
Yeah, everyone's gonna travel.
Whatever. I'm sure I'll be fine.
Have a nice trip. You'll be all right. Hopefully.
Yeah,
He'll be okay.
hopefully.
Yeah, when I went, when I traveled, most of the flights were pretty good, and most of the people were pretty good about like wearing masks and staying safe. But there was a lot of them that you could tell were just like upset. Like there was one couple that the guy was being really good, but the girl just did not want to wear a mask, and he had to keep like, pull the mask up. You're not.
Yeah.
And she's just like
Some
rolling
people
her
really
eyes.
hate that thing.
Yeah.
But speaking of COVID,
I think I'm gonna
just
throw
got my
up.
I just got my booster. I'm starting to feel like fucking shit. I think we should end this thing.
I've had nothing but water and Tylenol today, and I think I'm actually gonna throw up.
Go eat something.
We should end this before that.
Throwing up on stream gets a lot of clicks, so like on video.
Live stream fails. Let's go. Thank you for watching the Gamer Hole. I'm gonna go lay down.
Thanks, guys. Yeah,
Have a
me
good
too.
one.
Thanks.
Watch Home Alone.
We are filled with Fauci juice right now. The two of us.
Yeah, I'm gonna go lay
But
down.
it's
Bye.
a good thing. It's a good thing.
Appreciate
Okay, bye.
you. Bye.
Goodbye, everyone.
Hey, thank you for watching the Gamer Hole today. I hope you enjoyed your time in the hole with us. If you want to support the channel even further than just watching it, which we appreciate so much, because let's face it, we're not exactly, we're not great conversationalists, but we try. But if you want to see some exclusive content, every week we do a special episode as well as the occasional live stream, just some extra stuff. You can join the members program here on YouTube. There's a little join button down below the video there. Check it out if you want to, get some extra stuff or even just support what we're doing here. Either way, we'll see you again next week, every Thursday, forever. Okay, thanks again.